Today, we need this sense of concern of entire 7 billion human beings. Our future very much depends well-being of whole humanity.
This particular initiative inspired dialogue at Magdalen College, Cambridge, which has been hosted by Bishop Rowan Williams and with the Dalai Lama. It really epitomizes everything that our foundation is about. It's about giving people the space to think, the opportunity to think. It's nice that no one has come with their Blackberries or their phones and have taken 2 days out of their lives to think about the big issues in the world. What troubles me in the world is people don't have the time to think about the really big issues.
The Dalai Lama came in 2013, and he said at the end of the visit he said, "I'd like to come back to Cambridge for dialogue, not just talks." Our aim is to create an interdisciplinary, intergenerational, inclusive forum that's open, where people will come together that normally wouldn't meet, and to inspire people to think of themselves as global citizens.
Well, the last 2 days have really been everything that I've hoped for from this event. His Holiness has been his usual amazing self. He's been so full of energy and wit and wisdom. But the great thing has been to see the huge variety of people who've turned up. I know we invited them, but even so, when you see these people side by side, very distinguished people from public life, youngsters from South London, school students, research students, Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, Jews, all together thinking about the future of our world. I find it so energizing and exciting.
I'm very grateful to the Rumi Foundation for helping to organize this. I believe that this investment in an intergenerational event will serve to progress our abilities much more. By meeting people here, I've been able to share ideas that I otherwise would not have thought.
That when there is a kind of vision that is sort of shared in common, when it comes to actually put that in action, I think you can't say you are going to come out with 10 magic formulas, but for sure I think with a renewed commitment to serve. So anyway, to create a more altruistic world, we have to bring about the altruistic revolution.
And I think it's truly remarkable that the Rumi Foundation, which is a private family foundation, was interested in supporting this. And Lord Rumi himself is a remarkable human being, and he has numerous projects around the world, particularly in the area of education. I think it all comes together so marvelously. People like Lord Rumi, the Rumi Foundation, the Aga Khan, and the interfaith discourse. And so I think this is just the perfect mix, the perfect kind of supporter that an initiative like this needs.
Coming here today provides a really fantastic opportunity to take a step back from everyday life, to learn from some of the most incredible minds that are gracing this earth at the moment, and to take back any knowledge that are gained today back to work. I think what the Rumi Foundation are doing is fantastically important, bringing people together on this level to discuss issues that actually usually just get acted upon and not reflected upon. And that's something I'm really excited to explore over the next couple of days.
It really is all about trying to start a movement in terms of creating this sort of feeling that we are all global citizens, and that we can make a difference all together as a we. And I think that's the feeling that I got overwhelmingly over these 2 days. So
It's marvellous to have things like the Rumi Foundation, which can take a bit of a risk, because I suppose when we take from a project like this, say, well, we'd like to invite about 150 people to Cambridge College for a couple of days to talk about, I don't know, all sorts of interesting things. And with some foundations, you wouldn't get to the end of that sentence before you were shown the door. But we've had a lot of generosity and vision shown towards us.
I think there's such a thing as enlightened sponsorship, and we need a lot more enlightened sponsorship in our times. And by enlightened sponsorship, I mean the sponsorship of events and dialogue and conferences that can have a quantum effect on solving the problems of our times. These problems can be solved by change of perception. So to actually sponsor a change of perception event is very, very important.
I think it's a very inspiring event because You're listening to people from wherever they come, from whatever religion they are, from whatever age they are, from whatever background they are, opening up and being really interested to listen to what other people are saying. And they're searching. They're searching for concrete, hard-edged solutions to some really difficult problems.
So I'm glad to be here representing Kids Company and representing the young people, and I just wish there was more events like this, and I just hope that, you know, my voice and everybody else's voice goes to the right places. I want it to be like a big bomb, you know, like a bomb of unity, a bomb of love, and I just want that to get transcended all over to the world. You know, Dalai Lama was talking about solutions and how are we going to solve all of these problems. Well, like I said when I was in there, the solution relies within everybody, and the children, the solution's in the heart of the children.
When the organizers came to talk to our foundation, one of the key criteria for me was take-home value. I didn't want this just to be a talk session or a think session. Actually, I wanted to be able to think and then make sure that we have positive take-home value, and that's very important. You know, I don't want us to be just think tanks. I want us to be do tanks as well. I do think people will go back, and this hopefully will be the beginning of a dialogue that can continue.
The Rumi Foundation really helped us to achieve our vision. They've really supported us both in terms of money, but also in terms of motivation and support, just moral support and advice. So they've really helped us achieve our dream.
You know, today I've been given a lot of thanks, the Rumi Foundation has been given a lot of thanks for enabling this event to happen, for sponsoring this event. But actually, you know, like in all giving, I feel incredibly privileged to be able to sponsor something like this. And, you know, my dream is that someone will come away from this event and will change the world in some way. And then, you know, all our efforts in putting this conference together and supporting it will make it worthwhile. So watch this space. I'm sure something will come out, something really important will come out of this event, and it's our collective responsibility to make sure that, you know, just one idea, one light will go on, and someone will say, look, we were inspired at that event, and that makes it all worthwhile.